Hey, Coach Sean here. Welcome to the Choose Strength Initiative and another follow along video workout. This is a mobility session because part of choosing strength is working on your mobility and also taking it easy, nourishing your body. So we're going to start with phase one of our warm up, joint mobility, right now. Starting with your head and neck, look side to side, focus on deep breathing. None of this is strenuous today. We're just moving the body and nourishing our joints and muscles. And now chin to chest and look straight up. Now ears to shoulders. Continuing to deep breathe, standing nice and tall. Slowly working your way down, shoulder circles. Bring them up towards the ears, down towards your hips. Switch directions. Get into a half kneeling position. Chest nice and high, arms straight. Big backwards circles. Try to brush up the bicep with your ear. Stretch that hip at the same time. Keep your arm straight. Go ahead and switch directions. Big circles with your arm. And go ahead and switch sides, same thing. Half kneeling position, chest is high, arms straight, backwards circles. Try to brush up that bicep against your ear as best you can, making sure to deep breathe. Switch directions. Return to a standing position. Shake things out. Arms out to the side. We're going to torso twist. Pivoting on that back foot. Keeping the chest up. And just letting the body open up. Nice and loose. Hands on the hips, draw big circles with your pelvis. Remember, continue to deep breathe. None of this is strenuous. Working our way down the body. If you haven't already, go ahead and switch sides, switch directions. Get into a wide stance, chest stays high, hinge back, stretch out the inner thighs. Try to line up the elbow with the inside of the knee, stretching out the adductors and really focusing on a solid hinge. Use whatever range of motion your body will allow. Feet together. Reach for the floor. Up towards the sky. Brace the back. And a back bend. Deep breathe. Again. Hands on the back. Look up and back. One more time. Stationary march. Drive with the one knee, reach back with the opposite arm. Nicely done, and let's move to the floor. Laying flat on your back, bend the knees, take several deep breaths. When you're ready, let's get both hands up overhead and one leg straight. Raise that straight leg and the arms up towards the sky. Hold. Slowly return them down to the ground together. Deep breathing. And back up. Hold the stretch. Return them back down under control. Arms and leg moves together. And then back up towards the sky. Down on the ground. Last time. So stretching the shoulders and the hamstrings and working some coordination. Go ahead and switch sides when you're ready. Deep breathe. So the opposite leg is now straight. And we're going to do the same thing for this side. Arms and legs come up. Hold the stretch. And down under control. Keep that going. Up. Hold the stretch. And down. 2 more times. Down for the last time. Take a few deep breaths. Let's get both knees bent now. Keeping the edges of the feet on the ground, we're going to windshield wiper the knees. Bring both legs towards the ground. Hold. Back up to neutral. Let this stretch out the hips and the low back. Totally relax with this, keeping your feet hugging the ground. Good job. Cross one leg over. Keep one knee bent. And we're going to pry the hip open by pushing the thigh away. Make sure to deep breathe. And if you're comfortable with it, You can apply some pressure and then lay off. Feel that stretch in the outside of the hip. And when you're ready, bring that top foot down towards the ground, stretch out the free arm, deep breathe. And slowly return to neutral. Cross the other leg over. We're going to pry the one leg, pushing the one leg out, stretching out the outside of the hip, relaxing and deep breathing. And when you're ready, you're going to bring the top of that foot down towards the ground, stretching out the outer hip and the low back. Hold this position, deep breathe. Excellent work. Hug both knees close to the chest, slight chin tuck. Roll side to side, massage out the low back. Good job. We're going to get into a seated position. Support yourself with one arm. Keep the feet together and the knees apart, like so. Hold that position. With your free hand, straighten it, reach back, and simply rotate on your hips and hold the same position on the opposite side. Do the same thing. Top arm comes straight. Reach down to the floor and return to your original position. Keep switching back and forth at will as you rotate on your hips, keeping your feet together and your knees apart. Think chest high, shoulders down, stretching out the wrist and your hips. Staying in this seated position. If you're comfortable with it, you can try to speed it up a little bit. Switching from side to side. Excellent. Flip over facing the ground, get on all fours. Take a few deep breaths. And when you're ready, hips up into the air and get into your down dog position. When you're there, walk out the dog, alternate driving those heels to the ground. Come back down on all fours. A few deep breaths. Return to down dog, hips up in the air. Alternate walking the dog. Return to all fours. Take a few deep breaths. One more time, up into down dog. Hips up in the air. Alternate walking the dog. Return to all fours. Deep breathe. Let's get one foot up into a half kneeling position. Hug the edge of your foot and rotate the hip outwards as shown. Excellent. Switch sides, get into a half kneeling position. We're going to hug the edge of the foot, pushing the knee to the outside, prying that hip open. Back and forth for about 10 reps, making sure to breathe. Let's get you face down, laying flat on your belly. Hands underneath the shoulders, push the floor away, chest stays high. Shoulders are in your back pockets, deep breathe. Then try a few neck nods, side to side. Slowly return to the ground. Inhale. Alternate bending the knees, heels to butt. Make sure to breathe, relax with this. When you're ready, push the floor away. Big back bend, exhale. Shoulders are in your back pockets, chest is high. Deep breathe. Try a few more neck nods. Slowly return to the ground. Alternate bending the knees, heels to butt. And last time, inhale, push the floor away. Big back bend. And try some neck nods, this time chin to chest, and then look straight up. Slowly return to the floor. Alternate bending the knees, heels to butt. And relax. Well done.